Well, like I was saying, we live in this era where people are afraid. Fear is the driving factor of the world. People are afraid to be themselves. People are afraid to do what's in their best interest because it conflicts with other people. The biggest beef I have with people on Facebook, let's just use Facebook as an example. The biggest beef I have with people on Facebook is that if I have a point and they don't believe that point and they want to come back with it, they'll come back with a rebuttal, but they'll put LOL at the end.
Right.
As a means of, hey man, I'm just saying, ha ha ha,
Right.
I don't mean no beef. Fuck all that.
Yes.
Fuck all that.
Say what you mean.
Say what you mean and mean what you stand on that shit.
Yeah.
Anything I have ever said or done, I can't go back on. I can't go back on shit because I said it. I was in full control of my thought process when I said it. I was in full control of what I was doing when I did it.
Right.
So the fact that we live in this era with a bunch of followers, that's the Instagram followers. You know, usually they wait for a person to say what they feel so they can piggyback off that person so that if that person gets the backlash, they don't have to deal with it. Because I wasn't the person that said it, I just agreed with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the mindset of a weak motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never have I ever, great game by the way, never have I ever had a problem with saying, you know, what I felt. Even if it goes against the majority rule.
Right.
Like, even the shirt, protect black women at all costs.
Right.
I love that topic.
Right.
I feel it's very divisive.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But if I say that to a group of people, they go, oh, you hate black women, you motherfucker.
Right.
That's not the case.
Right.
That's not the case. And that's a whole nother topic for a different time.
Right.
But
Why you feel that way?
okay, well, shit. I feel that way because, all right, that topic came about in the midst of the scratching my ankle right quick. That came about in the midst of the Meg Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation.
Right.
Now, before there was any evidence released, before there was anything out, the common thread was Tory Lanez shot her. He's a piece of shit.
Right.
Right?
Should be.
We don't know if he did it.
Right.
We don't know if it's true.
Right.
We don't know if there are lies involved.
Right.
Even me saying that, people are going to be like, oh, he's a victim blamer.
Yeah.
No. We live in an era
Right.
to where a woman could literally end your career and or life with what she said.
Right.
There has been countless, I mean countless situations to where, let's just use collegiate athletes. They have been accused of rape. Comes out, they didn't do it.
Right.
But they just spent 10 years in jail. Right. Or they just spent 5 years in jail and 5 years being fucking shunned by society.
Right.
So the fact that they didn't do what they did is irrelevant because their public image is destroyed. Right? Because somebody lied.
Right.
Their lives are destroyed because somebody, it was more convenient for somebody to lie on them than to take ownership for what they did or what they didn't do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when I hear the term, you good?
Yeah. Noah knocked his head.
Hey,
bro, real quick. When you have a son, bro, they got no concept of danger, bro.
Man, shit, we didn't have concept of danger when we was younger.
Yeah, it's like,
shit, man,
so
you
like,
get cut and keep it moving.
Yeah, man.
So when I hear the term, you know, protect black women, am I for it? 100 fucking %. I put, you know, I love black women. I can't not love black women.
Right.
I put them above everybody else.
Right.
Every other type, every other ethnic group, that's just me.
Right.
I love everybody, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have to go too much further into that. But
So let me say this real quick.
okay, go ahead.
So the shirt to me says, there's so many instances, just like motherfuckers be lying and, you know, the guy get sentenced to jail, but there's so many instances where black women, their feelings or what they're going through ain't validated.
Right.
None of that shit because they black women. They viewed as angry or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Just like, shit, man. I had, this fucking chick had to check me when I was working at Pepsi. Because she was always so like, now I use the term passionate about the right thing being done, but I called her angry. I was like, why the fuck are you always so angry?
Right.
And that shit hurt her feelings. Cause she was not a quiet person, but she got quiet. So when I thought about it, I was like, bro, why'd you just call her angry? You know what I'm saying? There's passion. She just wants the right thing to be done. And it ain't no different. If it was one of us saying that shit, I wouldn't have looked at my homeboy and be like, damn, dog, why you so angry? I'd be like, oh, you saying some real shit.
Shit, I'd have said that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, for me, I'm going to always take the side of a black woman first. Always, dog. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know Tory Lanez. I don't know the nigga.
Right.
So if he innocent, cool, my bad. But, motherfucker, ain't nothing come out yet to show me even your response. You ain't do a fucking, this is not some shit to make a fucking album about, nigga. This is some shit.
Right.
This is some shit. If you innocent, especially in the climate we in, where you got situations like Breonna Taylor. Getting fucking killed by the cops, and these motherfuckers finding them, not guilty? Or
not guilty.
Yeah, bro. Like, and this is not the climate for you to go make an album, nigga. You need to come out here and speak your truth. And I don't want to hear the shit about, he can't talk because of legal reasons. Then why the fuck you talking about it in the album? Like, people can put 2 and 2 together and know that you're talking about the situation.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, anything he would say after that will be used against the situation.
So it's like, to me, nigga, you still guilty.
Right.
I don't care about what everybody else saying. I listened to a piece of a song. I didn't listen to your fucking album. You one of my favorite artists. I'm not streaming your shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's true, I hope it's not. If it's true and you fucking aimed a gun at a fucking black woman, nigga,
right,
you a piece of shit, bro.
You rightfully so.
Fucking piece of shit. Now, if it comes out and Meg Thee Stallion is lying, yo, Meg, you fucked up, Tory, my bad. Meg, get the fuck out of here. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here, dog. You gotta be out of here, like, you know what I'm saying? So, me saying that,
right,
there's no, I'm not being naive with it. You know what I'm saying? I understand there's two sides. Now, if the two sides line up and you guilty, then fuck you. But if the two sides line up or whatever the case may be, and turns out Meg lying, Meg, you gotta go, bro.
Right.
You gotta go. We can't fuck with you no more, bro.
Because she lied about it. Not saying that she did, but you know, in your hypothetical situation.
Hypothetically, you know what I'm saying?
And I've been the first person to say, yo, if you shot her, bro, it's done. Yeah. It's over.
It's over.
But I can't sit here and be like, shit, you know what? I know he did it. He's a piece of shit. He did it. That's the mindset now.
Right.
These cats are entertainers.
Right.
This could be a publicity stunt.
Could be.
This could be an attack on one of them and the other person is coming back. This could be all of that. Right? But let me tie all this together. Right? The reason why I believe that the term is divisive. Because if we protected all of us. Let me say this, and I'm gonna try to say this the right way.
Fuck that. Say that shit. I'm
gonna say, but see, I don't wanna. When I say that, it's not like I'm holding back.
Put out a disclaimer first and say what the fuck you got.
I mean, people gonna feel the way they feel about what the fuck I say, regardless. But I don't want to sound stupid when I'm saying that. That's why I say that. Yeah. But if we moved properly as a unit, there would be no need for a term like that, because you don't ever hear white people saying protect white women. You don't ever hear Hispanic people saying protect Hispanic women. Right. You don't ever hear Asian people saying protect Asian women.
Right.
Because when you hear the term we must protect black women, who does that protection fall under?
Us.
It falls under black men.
Right.
So that makes it seem like we are doing bad. That makes it seem like we are the ones not giving a fuck. Right. That doesn't make it seem like America doesn't get. We already know how shit goes. We already know the people who have done us wrong. We know they're going to continue to do it until we do something about it.
For sure.
So when you say something like protect black women, it's like, okay, black man, the fuck are you doing?
Right.
And it's like, that's not good for the psyche. Right. That's not good for us as a whole.
Right.
We so divided.
Right.
And if we got 5 different facets, if every group of people is supposed to be one, let's just hypothetically speak and say everybody's one. Every other group is one. If we cut into 5 different facets, if you say, hey, we got to protect facet 5, that makes it seem like facet 1, 2, 3, 4 don't fucking matter.
Right.
In my mind, I could be wrong. It is what it is, but this is how I feel about it. I have been trying to not teach people, but I have been trying to get people to think about the other side of the coin. We need to stop putting our money in shit that does not give a fuck about us.
Dog, I've been saying that.
Let me get this out now. I'm going to let you jump in.
Yeah.
We need to stop putting our money into people who don't give a fuck about us.
Right.
When you go to these hair stores and you see videos of black women getting beat the fuck up by the owners for maybe they stole, maybe they didn't.
Right.
You can't keep going there.
Right.
You gotta stop giving your money to people who don't give a fuck about you. You gotta stop giving your time to people who don't give a fuck about you. You have to not look at the motherfucker that looks like you. Stop looking at them as an enemy and treat them as an ally.
Right.
Because the more we look at each other as, man, this nigga gonna fuck me over. Man, this bitch gonna fuck me, man. See?
Right.
That breeds more fucking division that we already don't need.
Right.
So here again, to tie it all in, when I hear that term, it just makes me cringe because I'm like, bruh, there would be no need for this shit if we all were doing what we needed to do. Even, we don't all have to do, because not all white people are fucking doing what they're supposed to do. Not all Asian people are, they are fucking trash ass people of every background. So I'm not saying the total 100% spectrum, but enough of us to where we have a solid base, a solid form to where we can grow, to where we can become who the fuck we should have always been. Because all of this shit is irrelevant without us.
It is.
What is America without black people? What is America without the 400 or 500 years of free slave labor? Nothing.
Right.
You really think they could stand out in them fields all day and pick that shit? Hell no, they pass out.
Yeah.
They still on the beaches? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Getting sunburned and shit.
Burning up.
but you know, and this is coming from a person. My homeboy, he makes the jokes all the time. He's like, man, you come down, but you love black women so much, but you be the first one to call out an error that needs to be called out. That should be understood without even talking about it. Right. Because your homeboy, who you've been down with before, you really think your homeboy is going to let you keep shooting meth into your arm if he loves you like a brother and he been down with you for 12, 15, 20 years? You really think he ain't going to call out your bullshit? You really think it just, man, fuck you, go ahead, shoot you. No, bruh. You can't do hair on in front of me. I'm sorry. Hey, cut that shit out. We got to get you right. It's the love I have for my people that gives me this fucking want to see us here. And I know that we can't get here if we keep doing X, Y, Z.
Right. So for me, the shirt is more than just physically protecting. It's protecting. So a man's job is primarily provide and protect.
Of course.
But under those two things of providing is not only financially, but it's being able to provide wisdom, a safe environment, not safe physically, but safe emotionally, spiritually. Your wife should be able to come to you, or not even wife, fiance, girlfriend, just the women in your life, mom, sister, should be able to come to you and feel safe enough to be their true selves, feel safe enough to be vulnerable.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
So protecting, to me, is not only just physical, but spiritually, praying over your whoever, you know, doing those things. So for me, this is more than just like, if a fucking white man come out here, my wife is out here, and he say some shit that I'm gonna knock his ass out. But it's me getting on my shit, stepping up, because this is what happens a lot of times.
You gonna get knocked the fuck out though?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gonna get fucked up, bro. Easily. Yeah, dog. Damn. So I'm gonna speak personally, right? So the man I am now, which we've kind of talked about it briefly, I wasn't this motherfucker, dog. My wife was always making more than me. Dog. She was always the one bearing the burden of shit. You know what I'm saying? So right there, I'm not providing, nor am I protecting. So now, and a lot of times black women get labeled angry because we got them in roles they not supposed to fucking be in. You know what I'm saying? So you as a man, I'm gonna say me as a man, I got my wife paying majority of the bills. She already, more hands-on with the kids. She is working a full-time job. She's in school. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking working at the post office. That's it. I ain't trying to do shit else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The man I am now, my wife don't hardly pay shit. I take care of everything, dog. She getting ready to start school in January. All her fees, all that shit, I took care of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I take care of the fucking bills. You know what I'm saying? If we short on money and we need this here, I go out here, I make some shit move around, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But, so now to me, I'm protecting my black woman at all costs. Not only physically, but now financially. Now she's able to pursue her dreams because I'm in a position. So my wife is not angry all the time. My wife, she's open. And that's another thing, man. Like, we had this conversation this morning. One thing I learned throughout this process, dog, men, we hear that shit in the Bible about women being submissive, blah, 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 blah. We take that shit to fucking heart.
Shit, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't, but a lot of motherfuckers do.
I know.
You know
Yeah.
They do. A lot of times, motherfucker, you ain't worth being submissive to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if she got to take care of everything, then why she need you there? Of course she's not going to have sex with you all the time, nigga. She too fucking tired from wearing all these hats. You know what I'm saying? She don't got no energy to suck your dick, do whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, and we went through that. I was like, we went through that little time period where it was like, damn, like, why you ain't, like lovey-dovey, yada, yada. But looking back on it, nigga, I wasn't in position. But now, nigga,
night and day.
It's what?
Night and day.
Bro, I'd be having to tell her to go
chill the fuck out.
Come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she's in a place, and let me fucking put this disclaimer. I'm not saying that a woman's role should be just domestic. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But she's in a position to where she can be more open. She can be vulnerable. She can be free. She's in, like, I've gotten in position, so now she's able to pursue the shit she's passionate about. You know what I'm saying? I've taken off some of the hats she's had to wear, so now she ain't as stressed out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, So to me, this shirt is more than just if a motherfucker of another color or a cop stepped on my wife, I'm gonna bust his ass.
Right.
It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, so it's always good to have a different perspective on a topic. Speaking of which, if you on Anchor or Spotify, definitely check out Point of Perspective, Jermaine Perry. That's my uncle's podcast. Check that out. But it's always good to have a different viewpoint on a topic. And sometimes you're not always going to agree.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's the beauty of conversation.
Right.
Because my viewpoint may go against your viewpoint, but you can still feed off mine and vice versa.
Right.
So, man, this has been a very nourishing, very healthy conversation.
Yeah.
First time I've ever talked to him for longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
real brief.
And I'm still on the fence of this being the first time I've ever seen him in person.
Yeah.
But hey, you say?
Hey, I'm telling you, I wish I still had that fucking squat belt.
Bro, man.
Why do I keep calling it a squat belt? The damn, you know what I'm talking about.
It was a weightlifting belt.
Yeah.
But so before we leave off, man, Jay-Z ain't in my top 10 at all. Jay-Z is like 20.
Nick, you got 19 people ahead of whole.
Maybe 15.
You out your motherfucking mind. Who's your top 5?
My top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5 right now. Well, no, top 5 for me, all time. Big Crit is number 1. Big Crit is my number 1, and see, he's doing that. But see, you gotta understand. The point of conversation is to get a different perspective on what's going on.
Listen, I'm just in shock.
Right.
That shit hurt my heart.
That's fine. Jay-Z's music never did anything for me. Ever. Big Crit is number 1.
Big fucking
Black Thought from the Roots is number 2.
Okay, solid.
Right?
Solid.
Zero is number 3. Andre,
that's cool.
Oh, my bad. Andre 3000
What's up, you alright?
is number 4. Ludacris is number 5.
So
that's my top 5.
So Why is Andre 3000 and you're as a solo artist?
Yes.
He's never put out a fucking.
I'm
solo
talking about
project.
not like album wise. I'm talking about for what his
MC?
music has done for me. That's how I view if you say
Nobody
top 5.
you said is trash by any means.
Right.
Big Crit is a beast.
Right.
But
I don't know. You took your fucking headphones off. Like, what the fuck?
because I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
I fuck with Crit, but no, bro. Hove. Bro, when you talk, you could talk about whatever you want to talk about. Longevity.
Okay.
I'm not a numbers guy.
Right.
Numbers are there. Impact.
Okay.
Bar for bar. Hove, bro.
I'm pretty sure everybody in my top 5 could go ball for ball with Jay-Z.
You think so?
I know so.
Ludacris can?
What?
No, the fuck.
Don't play with Ludacris like that,
No, he
bro.
can't,
Don't let the fucking party rap
No,
get
he
you
can't.
fucked up, bro.
He can't go bar
for
for
bar.
bar.
Ludacris
No,
is
he can't.
one of. I'm gonna tell you like this. ATL don't get a lot of rap. I actually got a lot of backlash for saying this. As far as pure rapping ability, in Georgia, one of the most important places in hip hop, in Georgia, Atlanta, I said that Young Dro was one of the greatest rappers to ever come out of Atlanta. Notice I said rapper. I didn't say hip hop artist. I didn't say, through albums. Rap ability. There's a difference. There's a 3-way difference between being a hip hop, a hip hop head,
Right.
an artist, and a rapper.
Right.
They all mesh with each other.
Gambino is an artist.
Huh?
Gambino is an artist. I'm just
Childish
throwing him
Gambino.
as an artist.
Childish Gambino is an artist.
Right.
Young Dro is a rapper. Right? As far as like hip hop, I would say Andre 3000 is more hip hop ish, but he's still a great
He's still
a great fucking rapper. Huh?
Where you put T.I.?
I would have to put T.I. in artists. I would. I mean,
I think
guess,
you gotta chalk him up and put him in all 3.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say
Yeah.
that. But the fact still remains, bro. Like, I never really was a big Jay-Z fan, dog. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Jay-Z is trash. I'm not saying Jay-Z is whack.
Put this man in
Bruh,
top
Jay-Z's music has never done anything for me.
From that standpoint, okay, shit is this? I mean, this is all subjective.
Of course. Yeah.
So, I get that. But, nigga, I said at the beginning, I will argue with anybody about this. Bruh, you ever heard that song, What's Free?
What's free?
Yeah. It's
Meek Mill? Yeah.
Jay-Z. At 48 years old, bro, this is my opinion. 2018, that's when that shit came out. 2018?
I think it was it was 2018.
Yeah. That was the hardest verse that year.
His verse on that song.
Hands fucking down.
Now I'm gonna go back and listen to that verse, and we gonna see.
Bro, he smoked it, dog. Not even just on some like lyrical miracle shit, but content.
Right.
What he was saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The evolution, the impact, dog.
So who is your top 5?
Top 5.
Now you gotta think about this shit.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Drake.
Okay.
Let me see. Jay-Z, Drake,
Nipsey.
Cole, and I gotta go with Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Top 5.
I used to give people a lot of shit for Lil Wayne, but it is what it is.
Why? Why you used to give people shit?
Because
for Lil Wayne?
like when let me see. I would have to say this was 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. But those 3 years, this nigga was at the top of everything.
Mixtape Weezy.
Every fucking mixtape king.
Killing that
Every fucking couple months, this nigga got a mixtape out.
Right.
And they were decent songs. I didn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really like the content.
Right.
It's just, to me, dog, your music has to do something for me. I
Right.
can't just listen to your music, just listen to it. That's why I listen to like fucking instrumentals. Like, I will listen to a beat tape over and over until I find another one. And I listen to that over and over. Because the drum pattern, the bass, the boom boom back, you know what I'm saying? That shit,
Right.
it does something to me.
Right.
It does something for me.
Right.
So, and the type of shit that Lil Wayne was talking about, I was just like, to me, it sounds like the same shit he said on the last song.
Right.
And, which is really why, that whole Gucci Man, like Fat Gucci era, that was something that I really only recited those shits to fit in with the motherfuckers around me. I didn't really care for it.
Right.
You would not catch me playing that shit in my MP3 player.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just, that's just the facts. But it's
Right.
you know, I gave them so much shit because, you know, he would get on the track, you know, young money, I come through with the gun in the body. Yeah, and I'm like,
But you gotta,
bro, you just said this shit on the last
But
song.
it's the bars, dog.
Oh my
It's
God.
the bars.
Man.
Lil Wayne is a rapper.
He is a rapper.
He's a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
The bars are fucking crazy, dog.
It just did nothing for me, bro.
Now, after that mixtape run, there was he kind of went backwards a little bit. The shit was like when when he started going backwards, when he started that auto-tune shit. Then I was like, oh, come on, man, seriously. Bro, I forgot what song it was, but the bars were so fire, but the auto-tune just ruined it for me.
Fucked it up.
I was like, you don't need that shit. Now, the past 2 to 3 years, Wayne is back. Wayne is fucking...
I heard a song. He got a song called, I think it's called Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
I think it, and I'm like, okay, now this is pretty good.
Listen to, he got this song at the end of Dedication 6 called Bloody Mary with Jewels. You can skip through Jewel's shit. Skip through that shit. Hey, to be honest with you, I only listen to Jewel's shit to build up to Wayne
Lil Wayne.
shit.
Yeah.
While I'm listening, I'm tuned the fuck out.
Right.
So I hear Wayne about to hop on. Wayne raps his entire verse rhyming from the last word Jewel said. The entire verse is rhymes with that last word.
Okay.
And the bars of, bruh, Wayne is like this is, so I got Nipsey, Hov is going up there, Drake, Lil Wayne, Cole, and I'm gonna put Future. Future, one of my favorite artists.